Gedge says, "Go Cubs! Season opener. Wait, no hat." It's even Gedge.
He fucking gives me shit for wearing the hat, and now that I've got the fucking hat, and now I was like, all right, I'll switch it up. Now he gives me shit for not wearing the hat. You know what? There's no pleasing Gadge. You know, I'm out.
You're salty as fuck today.
Salty.
You were ready for this episode since day one. Are we going to talk about Zelda? Are we going to talk about Zelda?
Oh shit.
What's up, comics? What's up, buddy? It was a good week, though. A big week.
Boom. Okay, now it's working.
There we go.
All right, you know what? I take it all back.
This is the greatest.
I don't have my Cubs hat near me, man.
You ready? You're ready for a season opener. How about them Leafs?
How about them?
Fucking destroying them fucking... Well, I shouldn't say destroying. It was a pretty close game. Detroit went down.
That was way too close.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But hey, win's a win. We need those.
It was funny on the radio. They were on the Edge 102. They were talking with some guy who was like, they're like, predict what you think the game was, and he sounded like he had mental problems. He's like, it's gonna be 4-3, and Austin Matthews and Marner are both gonna score the first goals, and it's just like. And when the first goal came in, when the first goal came in, I was just like, Matthews, and then the next goal, Marner, I was just like, oh my God, where is that guy? He's the. Yes. And a sweet host. I didn't even notice comics with a sweet host. We got
the sweetest host.
Sweet's the host. So big week, episode 10. We did 10 of these.
Hey,
double digits.
Double digits, son. It feels right. It feels good.
It feels good.
Feels good.
There's lots of stuff to talk about this week. Lots.
This is a busy week, to say the least. I would say
they were saving up all the news from last week for this week.
Yes.
Last week, big snore fest. This week, fucking epicness of epic
last week
news.
Didn't count so much so that Beam just fucking died on us. They were just like, man, we're not even gonna.
You guys are done.
You fellas don't need to talk. Get out of here.
So what did you get up to this week? What were your games?
So I was cruising around the universe in Mass Effect, making humanity last a little longer, and
that's important.
There are so many things wrong with that game, and yet I've put a lot of hours into it, and I find myself like drawn to it. I could write like a laundry list of things that are wrong with the game, and like how many things are fucked up with it, and like broken missions and weird animations, and some of the writing is terrible, and yet I'm still there like, I really want to level my guy up. I want to toss guys up into the air and then shoot them with a rocket. Like this is all really awesome. Like the combat is really fun. I played some of the multiplayer on it, and
was that the first time this week? The first time you tried the multiplayer this week?
Yeah. This earlier this week, I like around Monday or Tuesday, I tried the multiplayer, and it was fun. It was fun. Played with 3 other guys that I knew, and had a blast. Like it was really fun working as a team. I tried it again with no friends and just randoms, and it was, as you would expect, it was like everyone off doing their own thing, and it just wasn't as fun. And I don't like how they did their experience on that one. So if one of your it seems like the one player that has the best gear and runs around and kills the most things will get the most bonuses at the end of the round,
Okay,
which
okay.
gives them more experience, which kind of, so it's like, shouldn't we all just get an experience? Or
Yeah, that I think I heard we were
I,
talking to Shawshank about that this week. I was like, that kind of sounds pretty shitty.
it's like, you know what? We're all trying to grind out. Like, just come on, man. Just throw me a bone here.
Well, ultimately, in the rules in Dungeons and Dragons state the same, that whoever, like, if you were both, if a group of people were fighting and you barely do any damage or aren't involved in any of the kills, you don't get as much experience.
Okay, all right. But I
But
mean,
we all agree.
there's there's times though that you're like you're taking down the health of a guy, and it's a, for you, because you're a low level, it's a big battle for you to knock him down, and then some guy just snipes him and kills him at the very last, like when he's got like, less than a quarter health left, and you're like, I didn't get the experience for that kill, or I didn't, that doesn't count as my kill, that counts as his kill because he just shot the last little bit off. It's like, well, this is bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
and like at the end, if he does that enough, he gets like a bonus for killing the most guys. You're like, well, fuck. I'm stuck with this shitty gun and I can't kill all the guys. Like, it's not my fault. So I guess you got to get over the grind hurdle. But yeah.
You know what real bullshit is though?
Oh
No,
shit.
no battle packs in Battlefield 1.
This conspiracy theory, I know, is that a tin hat you have on? Conspiracy theory was debunked last night.
we we played a bunch of Battlefield 1 the last couple days because in the big news, one of the big news was they released Battle Pack Premium with Friends this week, which allows friends that don't have the DLC for Battlefield 1 to play with friends that do have, which I think is, well, I guess
How do you take that? Do you take it, do you take it as the cynical approach and say nobody's buying the premium, so they need people to be playing the premium maps? Or do you take it as a, hey, we just want to keep the player base the same across the board, so letting friends of friends play the games will kind of keep the player numbers higher on the DLC maps?
well, I mean, just if we look at it like from what we were seeing last night or the nights before, there's only a handful of people that don't have it. There's way
Agreed.
more people that
Agreed. I
have
was
it
just
that
about
don't.
to bring that up. Yeah. I mean,
So
it's anecdotal because we just played, whatever, we played 10 matches or maybe 10 or 15 matches. And in the rooms that we were in, yeah, there was maybe 4 people that didn't have the pack.
yeah,
And we know you don't have the pack because you're not getting experience. So those players were always at the bottom of the list with 0 points.
even though they had all the heals and all the kills,
Even
just
though all the heals and all a truckload of kills too. Don't sell yourself short.
but yeah, I it's, I mean, it's genius. It's absolute genius.
Yeah.
They've I don't know. They sat in their war room, bashed together their heads, and came up with an ultimate solution on how that should roll out. And I think they fucking nailed it. Nailed it in like it keeps the people that do have paid for it happy, and it
Yep.
keeps the players who want to try it happy. Do you know what I mean? Like it pays back in both.
Yeah.
In
And
many
it's
ways.
got some good hooks in it to make the people that haven't bought it want to buy it.
As the person who doesn't have it, it is really good. Like showing
It's just kind
me
of like, oh,
showing me in the main menu what level I would be if I had the pack is fucking genius. I was just like, I am level 59. No, I'm not level 59. Like it's more apparent what level I could be than what I actually am. So it's in many ways it's like, oh fuck, I don't care about experience. I reached a point where it's like it didn't when I was playing I didn't care. But when you finish and you see that you got zero
you're like,
and it's telling
oh, that
you what level you
stings.
could be, and it's like, I really don't care, but I'm really having a hard time not caring right now. Uh, and it works really great for you because you get the world's best medic, and
Absolutely, absolutely.
you're
Hey,
not
yeah,
playing
except
by
no
yourself.
substitutes. There's some things I don't like how it's like you're in a premium party now, and it's like that's
It makes you feel like a douchebag.
it totally does. It totally does. I'm like hi over here.
Yeah, this is the fucker that's bringing all his friends. And even
But
last night, you had two friends you brought in. It was like
oh
this
man, yeah,
premium.
yeah. I was fucking taking advantage of the system.
Lotus is not even in. He doesn't care. He's not buying it. Doesn't give two
Yeah,
shits.
Lotus is like, I hate all these games. I just buy them because you guys make me buy them, and I hate you and them. And
And then we were yelling at him. Fucking heal me already. Fuck. Give me those heals.
I love how it's clearly late at night. It's almost the end of the night, and he's still like, "Hey, we could always throw in Forza." I'm like, "Really? Like, come on, dude."
We want to
It's
play
we
Le Mans two for
just
2 hours.
yeah, just want to do a 2 hour race. I'm like, No, man, it's 11:30. I gotta sleep in like 10 minutes."
You're gonna pass out mid race anyways.
You're already yawning, dude.
That's great.
Oh man. I played another game that actually does a similar thing to Battlefield. I played some Paladins
Oh, you
um,
got it.
today. I got a beta for that, and they have. I mean, it's a free to play game, and if you pay, I think if you pay $20, you get all the heroes unlocked, and it is very much from what I see, it's very much plays like Overwatch. You get to a point, you the team that captures the point gets a payload. You take the payload to a spot, it blows up, you win a point, and then you do it again. You know, the team that gets to 5 first wins, or the team that wins the most out of 5 rounds wins. So it has a very much like it reminds me of like an Overwatch type of game. All the different heroes do have different abilities and whatnot. There's there's an ultra that you can use. There's that builds up. Uh, I haven't played much Overwatch, so I this might be something that's in it that I don't know, but it has like you earn points in the game, and then you can use those points. You can spend those points to buy like extra little abilities. Um, and that part I felt like just because like I just started playing today, so it was overwhelming. Like I'm just like, which one, what do I use my points on? I got to get back out on the field to help my team, and like it was kind of like every time you died, it gave you the option to like, hey, you have credits. You want to buy an upgrade or whatever, and the upgrades are just like they last for the round, right? And then they get wiped. So it's kind of like I think it's kind of like a Dota thing. So
CS:GO.
yeah, so like you're buying like things like you can heal your teammates faster, or you take a little less damage, or you do a little bit more damage, and there's 5 categories that you can buy things in, and 5 options in each category, and
Okay.
you can only pick one option in each category. And it's like there's 3 levels to each item. So the first one is like 300 points, 600 points, 900 points, right? Um, But again, like I'm just testing out characters. I have no idea like does this character need the to buff up his health, or does he need more damage, or does he need to reload faster? I'm like, I don't know. And you're spending time reading like what this thing does, and it's one of those things like if I'm sure if I played it for a week, I'd be like, okay, always get this, always get this, always get that, and be done with it. Like you kind of have your pattern.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and like it felt really good. Like the shooting felt fine. Like it didn't, the aiming and stuff felt really good. But I found like there was parts where I was like dying and I wasn't sure how I was dying and why I wasn't killing the other guys. Like the first round, I felt like I was killing people all over the place. I was getting double kills. I was like, this guy's the best. I found the best character. And then the second and third round, I started killing less people and I started dying a lot more. I was like, what the hell's going on here? And I'm like, did I not buy an upgrade that I needed to buy, or did they buy an upgraded that kind of destroyed all my upgrades? It's like I don't know what's happening, but I'm losing and but again, I think it's just I need to put more time into it. But what I
How
have
did
played of
you
it, I kind of liked it.
how did you know you had an invite to it? Because I feel like I got a message from Xbox saying
I
that.
got a message from Xbox and it said, "Hey, check your. It's in the
Okay,
inside
I got that
inside
message too.
Xbox." Okay, so then you probably have it as well. We should check it out together. That might actually be fun. I tried out some of the matches like just against the AI.
Yeah.
That was okay. That was okay. It was fun. There was one of the characters was a dragon, and Mimi was watching me play, and she's like, "Dad, you gotta be the Drago. You gotta be the Drago." So he's got a weird like rocket launcher that does. It's not an instant kill, but it's okay. But it's very slow.
Yeah, I watched. There's
But I
a
was stuck with that character because she was like,
you
"Dad, it's a
well,
dragon. He can fly." I'm like, All right, all right."
she's not wrong.
I couldn't argue with that. He is a dragon.
I've seen some people play it. Like I've jumped in a couple streams now and there when I see people play it. But and it definitely looks like a lot like Overwatch. But
Yeah.
I'm interested in trying it because
It's it's kind of what I wanted Overwatch to be. It's free, and if you really like it, but you put money into it.
yeah,
Like they have blind boxes and stuff. And the thing I was saying that it was like Battlefield was I opened up a I opened up a blind box and it gave me four things, but the fourth item was like a cosmetic thing, and it had this like it had this little banner underneath it. It's like if you had bought the booster pack, you would have got this item as well, but you just get the first three items. You don't get this extra. I was like, maybe I should get the week booster. I don't know.
oh
And
nice.
so it's kind of like one of these things where it's like you buy a week worth of extra XP or like double XP or a month's worth and that kind of stuff. So, it's got its hooks on like how to wring money out of people, and it didn't none of it seemed excessive. Although I always get nervous when I see a game that has like an option for $100 purchase for gems. It's like best value of 99.99. I'm like, I I know it's a free to play game and all, but I don't know, guys.
Yeah, we should play it. I'm interested to play it if it's
Yeah.
like
It
I
has like a rotating list of characters. So if you don't pay the full version, you just kind of go with whatever characters show up. And I think there's an option to buy the characters with in-game credits too. So it's not it's not only
that's
money.
very Heroes of the Storm
Yeah.
ish.
It doesn't seem like you could buy them very quickly because
Or
like they
was.
were whatever. Like I think I saw one that was 30,000 or 40,000, and in the 4 rounds I played, I got about 1,000 credits. So
That's all right.
yeah, it's all right.
I played some more Heroes of the Storm, or not Heroes of the Storm. I played some Overwatch this week. Uh,
Okay, okay.
and
Best game, right? Did it?
I played better. I played better. Well,
Okay,
it also helped
okay.
that I was playing with Bizzo. I
Yes.
think it was on Thursday. I was playing with Bizzo, and he's really good at it, and we were playing with someone else, and they were both really good at it. So when you win, the losses
When
don't
you
seem.
win, it's every game is the best game. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, and I got some kills, and I was doing some, there's a couple of, I had some clutch moments, but it was never highlighted on,
You didn't have any big
wasn't playing the
player of
game.
the game. No. Oh.
I was like Reaper, and I took a back road in, and I dropped in, and then used my special and go pow, 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 and I killed like 4 or 5 people, right? And I was just like, oh yeah, fucking clutch, and I was all super stoked, and we pushed the fucking objective to the end, and it's like, yeah, I'm like, that's totally play of the game, because we were fucking stuck at that point, right? I'm like, that's play of the game, that's fucking play of the game right there, play of the game. Junkrat, someone else on the other team, and it's just like, no man, your fucking algorithms are broken, because that was clutch, that was the shit, you know what I mean? No.
That was legit clutch.
Legit clutch. No, not play the game. Salty as fuck. This is moments like that where it's like, fuck this game. I don't want to play this game anymore. Yeah, we should definitely play that. I'll double check after if I'm pretty sure I have it.
Okay.
We should try it
out. So for me, yeah, just Paladins, Mass Effect, and Battlefield. It's pretty much what I've been playing this week.
You picked up the Humble Bundle multiplayer pack, right?
Yes, I did. I did.
So just as I mentioned, played some Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Yes, that's in there, and that's why I bought it.
I love that game. And depending on who you play with, it can be more enjoyable or less enjoyable.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And I don't know if I'm part of the problem or like I've played. So I played with Bizzo on Friday, and we played with me and Gaming Ray and a couple of other beamers, and there was people swapping in and out and stuff like that. So some people Bizzo hadn't played it. And then Gaming Ray, I think, had played it. So it was just me and... Anyways, long story short, the people that don't know how to play don't really know the objects. And they don't know that some stick together, and so they're just kind of placing them willy-nilly and trying to get to the end. But once you learn the objects, you place them on the map differently than you would normally do. So it has it's not a steep learning curve, but it's just kind of like you need to play a good half dozen rounds of the game to realize what you're dropping on the map to prevent other players from getting to the finish. So,
right.
And then you also have to kind of get used to the controls, because they're a bit slippery, or a bit skatey. So for a platformer, Gadge will love this game.
Okay. Well, there it is. You just sold another copy.
Yeah. So I have an extra copy of it now, so we'll have to give it to Gadge so that he can join us for some from Ultimate Chicken Horse. But I guess I should say that the objective of the game is just, it's kind of like a game show, right? You're getting from point A to point B, platformer style, and
right?
You're building it. So
it kind of looks like it's like a Mario Maker or Mario Maker. I keep saying that name wrong. Whatever.
I guess it kind of could be, like, the map is already there, like it's already determined. But on some of the maps, you can't get from point A to point B until round 2 or round 3, because there's to jump the gap to get from point A to point B is impossible. So the objects that you put down will help it. So basically, if all the players get to point B, it's like that was too easy, so no one gets points. So if anyone dies trying to get to point B, the rest of the people get points, but the person who gets there first gets extra points. And then there's bonuses for dropping your traps. So if there's a trap that's like a little spiky ball, if someone jumps and hits it, then I make it to the end, I get bonus points for you hitting those. Well, no, I don't have to make it to the end to.
You just get bonus points.
I just get bonus points. So whoever gets
like a
10,
game that I would fucking hate. and I would hate you the most.
Yes, probably. I'm a bit of,
We should totally play it.
we should play it because it is it's kind of one of those party. The more people that play it, the more enjoyable it sort of seems because
Yes, yeah, I could imagine.
but I've played with
And you're always on the same screen, right? Like everybody's on the same screen together, or
yes,
is it? Okay,
it's all
okay,
one screen. So
yeah,
uh, there's some that are a lot further, like the points are further. The game just kind of the screen just shrinks a little bit. Like
okay.
the field of view changes a little bit when people get further apart. But it's super awesome. It's super awesome. Uh, it can get salty.
I bet, I bet.
Yeah. There, I played with um, XX Adam. I don't know if you know him. He's dropped in a couple times and is
He's a dirtbag
he's a dirtbag
in a good way.
in a good way.
He's the
But
best dirtbag I know.
I've played with him and his wife, and he gives no fucks about finishing. So he'll be like,
Oh,
so
so he sets up the traps.
yeah, and he'll blow up the shit and he'll make it impossible for anyone to finish. He doesn't care if he wins or not, right? So it's just like, okay, I didn't win, but I prevented you from winning, so I win. And you're like, fuck you, man. That's no fun. Like it's gotta be if you leave a gap that is really hard to jump and someone makes it, even if you lose, you're like, that guy deserved it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
but if you're just
absolutely.
like, you'd be like, there's only one way to enter the final flag, and he puts a fucking box over it, so like no one can get to it. And then
It's
we go 2 rounds without a bomb that allow you to destroy objects. And it's like
right,
2 rounds are wasted. So it's just like, this is dumb. But he doesn't give two
but it
fucks.
has its moments. Has
So
its moments.
it has its moments. And I guess it's a Canadian company that made it in Montreal. So got to give them Canadian developers some money.
Good Canadian kids, no visors, good stuff.
That's right. Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much what we played this week.
Yeah,
We played Ghost Recon too. More Ghost Recon, which was
we
fucking.
did play some Ghost Recon. That was fun.
That game's great.
Yeah, I need to get back into that, but I got to finish. I think I'm finishing Mass Effect tomorrow or the day after. Like I think I'm really close. I have.
But you got Ghost Recon first. Shouldn't you finish Ghost Recon first because you bought?
Well, I want to
the
play
game?
Ghost Recon with friends. I don't want to play it by myself. So that one's gonna take a little longer because I gotta wait for everybody else to kind of like be on, and so we can play together.
That's kind of one of those go in between kind of games where it's like,
Yeah,
when there's
yeah.
nothing on, we just fucking play.
It's kind of like, all right, well, just do this, or like if I if I just want to like stream something in the background and then kind of half play a game, I'll just collect things while I'm kind of watching a stream or something like that. But yeah, Ghost Recon is great. Is great, and that update that made it you're able to turn off the radios is fantastic. Because the radios were ridiculous in that game. So
Now,
I'm glad that they
did they
did that.
They put an ability to turn off those stupid jokes that your teammates make when you play.
Yeah, wow.
That's next. That's next up.
Yeah, I hope that's next. Yeah, turn off the dialogue.
There'll be a dialogue.
I thought I would really like the banter, but like, it's like after a few hours of it, you're like, okay, guys, I get it.
Could you imagine the toggle in the settings? Like you go
Yeah.
into audio, toggle off jokes.
I don't want to turn them off totally.
Just the jokes.
Just don't tell me any jokes. I don't want to hear them. I don't care.
All right, let's move on to the news. We got tons of it.
Tons of news.
I guess we kind of already talked about Battlefield Premium with friends.
Yep.
That's I mean, again, good shit done right.
Yep.
DICE, fucking hats off. Super good shit. I still don't know if I want to buy it, but you're tempting me with fucking the devil. I,
It's
I
it's certainly smart in a world where like everybody is making free multiplayer stuff and making people buy cosmetic items to kind of balance out the cost of it. That they're still sticking with the nope, we're selling maps, but we're going to make it a little easier for people to play them.
you know that
I
the
still think it's awesome.
the funny thing about it is they've already put it on special on PC. So like, but it hasn't been on Xbox. So I kind of want to wait for it to be $30 or like
I
$25.
don't.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, because if they're gonna put it on fucking like that shit goes on special all the fucking time, right?
There's nothing that burns me up more than buying something and then like even if it's like a month later, it's like it's half off. You're like, fuck, I could have waited for a month to
Yeah,
get
well,
that.
and I mean,
Like come on.
and I got burned with that with Titanfall, so it's kind of like I don't want to buy. Like I know we're playing Battlefield, but like I don't want to buy
Yeah.
it and get burned, and I keep feeling the longer I put it off, the more I'm gonna get burned. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of
Yes.
like,
Yes.
but also knowing that I'm gonna get the experience anyways. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm
It's
like,
all
so
retroactive, baby.
yeah, am I gonna get uh, am I gonna get a fucking shit ton? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think the only things you don't get are like the points towards the unlocking the guns. I think that's the only thing you don't get. So like there's specific tasks you have to do to get to unlock the guns. But whatever, you'll get those whenever you buy the content.
what do
It
you get
doesn't
when
take
you
long.
what do you get when you level up? Anyways, do you get a battle pack every time you level up? I don't remember.
No, you don't. I wish you did. That'd be fucking great. Oh, that's another thing they added. So every day you play, you can get up to 100 scraps,
Yes.
which you can use towards buying a battle pack. Now, if you just buy the basic battle pack, it's 250, right?
Yeah.
So even if you don't chance a battle pack in 2 days, you can still buy a battle pack with scraps that way. But it's a nice way to kind of say, uh, you know, get a couple extra points towards the scraps thing because that it seems like it takes way too long to build up any
Anything for secure.
excess
Yeah.
scraps. It seems because you're just getting those things so infrequently rather. So yeah, that's a nice little addition that they put in there too.
Yeah. I guess the other big news, Destiny 2 reveal trailer.
Yeah, yep, yep.
I,
That's a thing, man.
that's the thing. I
That's
see.
your second destiny, not your first destiny. Your second destiny. The other destiny.
What did you think of the trailer? Did you watch?
uh,
You watched the trailer, right?
I
Come on,
I
man.
did. It was okay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it was it. I want to see the game. I don't know. I mean,
I
the,
uh, I think like the people I have on social media that like Destiny were fucking stoked,
yeah, yeah.
and it's just like okay, well to me it was like, all right, more Destiny.
Yes,
You
yes.
know,
I feel like I got burned out on vanilla Destiny, and then I didn't want anything to do with Destiny. Um, and a lot of the really cool shit that I hear people talk about with Destiny is stuff I never got to do because you couldn't do raids with random people, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
they never changed that. And I was like, well, I'm never gonna do raids then because none of my friends are at the right level or none of my friends are at the and I'm not gonna be like, going through Destiny websites and stuff so I can find friends to play with. Like, no, fuck off. It's like it's either in the game or it's not. Uh, and then Taken King was supposed to be was apparently, from what I gather, really great DLC. And it added a lot of great stuff to the game. But like at that point, I was like, no, I'm already out. Like, and so I don't know if I'm coming back for Destiny 2.
yeah.
I'm not 100% on that. Like I don't if it's going to be the same kind of thing of like grind out loot in single player, and then, if you don't have a group, you can't do the cool raids. Well, like, I don't fucking need that. I'll just get Borderlands 4 or whatever it is when they bring that out. If we need a first person shooter loot game, there'll be others.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think there's a huge following for Bungie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, they got great writers and shit like that. So I mean, I can understand why people want to stick with that brand and want to stick, have a lot of faith in it. But yeah, I just don't think the atmosphere, the game, like the mechanics were nothing I hadn't
Like the
seen
shooting
before.
is great. The fighting was the actual the combat was awesome, but like everything else around the combat sucked. Like I was like, okay, I guess,
Yeah.
you go over there and shoot another 7 things, and then go over here and defend this for a bit, and hey, I'm gonna unlock this door, stand here, and it's like, okay, I guess, every fucking mission was the same mission type. It was, hey, I've got to scan this, watch my back. I'm like, oh, again? Oh, I wonder if we'll get 7 waves of bad guys now.
But in many ways, it was like what the Division, but the Division had a more gripping story. It had a better like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and it actually told its story in game. I didn't have to go to a website to read about the fucking story in the. Hey, you unlocked another card. Go to www. No, fuck, you're a game. Tell me the fucking story. I'm here. Like, I don't want to go to the fucking computer and see that shit. I don't have time for that. Yeah, so I don't know. That stuff's like. They've got to do a lot to get me back. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to buy it, especially because I'm still kind of bitter about their marketing deal with Sony, and just how they locked away content from the other platform, which originally we thought it wasn't going to be that long, and then it was like a year, and then they extended it. I think it's indefinite. So it's like, well, fuck no, I'm not buying a game where one side gets some content and the other side doesn't get that content. Like, no. Like, stop making these fucking deals. So yeah, I think that's going to be another thing that'll throw me off the edge too, if such a thing happens. Like, I don't like that practice. I know it's something stupid like, oh, it's just another strike mission, doesn't matter. It was a shitty strike mission. Like, it doesn't matter. It's something that was there, that they made, and that they just decided, like, no, this other place doesn't get any of that. Like, no.
well,
I mean, I know it's a marketing deal. I know, I mean, we're in marketing. We know what that, we know stuff happens, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm allowed to be pissed off at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. And that's another thing they announced too, that it might be coming to PC.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
They lost me. They literally lost me in that first game. It was something I was super stoked after, which I kind of feel
so
like
cool.
after
We had some
the
good
beta,
moments.
yeah,
Yep.
dried up really quick.
Yep. The cave ruined me, I think.
Well, and I guess speaking of changes, I don't know. You haven't really played Heroes of the Storm.
No.
Gatch can probably speak to this better than I could, but the guys at work love Heroes of the Storm, and it's a Dota sequel, but it dropped a patch that fucking changed it big time. So it's more Overwatch-ish. Overwatch-ish. So
Is that's a term? I think that's a term.
That's an adjective.
That seems right.
But they removed level caps and now get blind boxes at the end of every level. So like Overwatch has a system where if you just every time you level, you get a blind box, and
Yes,
then
yes.
after you hit level 100, you loop back to level one.
Okay.
You get a little
Because
star,
the,
and
the, the levels don't mean anything, right? Like,
right, you just kind of see someone with 5 stars, and like this guy has played 500 levels, like has leveled up
yeah,
500 times. Fuck this guy, he must be good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
uh, uh, but it,
It's just a rank to show. It's not like, oh, you unlock skins or a specific gun or anything like that. It's just that guy opened up 500 loot boxes.
yeah, but I mean, of course with the blind boxes they now have skins and uh,
Yes, yeah, yeah.
so uh, they didn't change anything about that because the like you were talking about in Paladins where it's like certain in Heroes of the Storm it's like there's characters from all the sort of Blizzard games. You got characters from World of Warcraft, you got characters from Overwatch, you got characters, you know what I mean, like these heroes with their set of skills.
Are the Vikings in there?
The Vikings. From what?
From Three Vikings. That was a Blizzard game. What about Black Throne?
I don't know. I don't know all the heroes. I'm not.
Okay, all right.
But
I'm not throwing a
you,
wrench into
you
things.
son of a bitch! You look like an idiot.
I'm
But
being an idiot.
they just add like certain characters are unlocked for certain weeks and stuff like that. And I think you can pay. The Vikings are there. Gaio says.
Nice. Thank you, Gaio. Fact checker. Ben and Harry's fact checker. They're all one character. That's fantastic.
But your certain characters are unlocked, but you can buy them with in-game money.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but I guess it's a lot harder to get with in-game money than. But they have every time you play those characters, they gain experience. So every time you match, so as you level up those characters, I guess the way it is now is that once these characters level up, you level up based off of how many of those characters you level up. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So it's not like I play a match and I get 100 experience. I guess it kind of works.
You get 100 experience towards those characters.
That's right. So as that character, I think when that character levels up, that sort of brings your master level up.
Okay. Okay.
So
yeah, all right. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess.
I think what they're trying to do is push you into playing multiple characters.
Yes.
So and then they changed it. Like they did the same thing in World of Warcraft. At some point, there used to be in World of Warcraft like the to getting from level 30 to level 40 was a fucking grind. It was a super grind. So they've changed it now, so it's super easy. They've lowered the levels so that it's easier to get through those levels. Now they were saying which used to take like 15 to 16 hours to level in Here's the Storm now takes like 3 hours.
Oh wow.
So you level faster and you get more loot boxes and stuff like that. So
just going back to like Halo 5, if we played a night and we got to open up one gold pack, it was like, okay, that was a night well worth it. So it's like I could see it where it's like, if you can open up a blind box, one or two blind boxes in like your one play session, like that kind of feels like you're doing something as opposed to like, grinding out. It's like for days and they're like, oh, I got one, great.
yeah.
I think that always kills it. Like Gears is like that, where I feel like I could play like 3 days and get maybe one, decent pack, and you're like, great, that had 4 things I didn't want. Like, here's another fucking week that I got to grind out just to get another one of these stupid things. It's just not. It kills the cycle. It kills the cycle for me. Like, whereas Halo, it's like, well, I'm gonna call it a night when I get a gold box, and then that's it. That's okay. And then you could do that. You could totally do that.
Well, I kind of in a way that it should do that for those people that revisit the game frequently. You know what I mean? Like if I'm a loyal customer, then you're rewarding me for it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, I mean we've seen that in microtransactions in in iPhone games and in like mobile games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That stuff exists in mobile games first because that's the stuff that pays off and gets you to buy more. So why not implement them into big games and then give it to players that play the most?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess moving on from that, uh, Guardians of the Galaxy Telltale game. Did you hear about this?
I did. Uh, you know what though? The screenshots look really hot.
Shitty.
Like, yeah. I might be done with Telltale games. Although, oh, that Batman game, I just played the first episode. That seemed pretty cool. It didn't seem too bad, but I feel like we've played those games. If you've played more than one of them, you kind of see the gears, you see the magic behind it all, and it's no longer magic, and
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just kind of like you're kind of dragging yourself through. The Game of Thrones. I was playing the Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is an elevator. It does. You like I played Game of Thrones, and it was just like terrible decision after terrible decision. You're like, there is no, like, anytime I try to like make a good thing, it always just backfires, and you're just like, fuck. Because it's like you have to go through this set path, but they're making it look like you're not
Yeah.
on the set path, and it worked the first time when they did The Walking Dead, and everyone loved it, and then they're using the same formula for all these other games, and it's like the magic is just not there anymore. I mean, but obviously it's working because they're making, like, it's come to the point where if a property doesn't have a Telltale game, then it's like, oh, really? That's not a Telltale game? Wow, there isn't I was gonna say there isn't a DC game, and I'm like, no, wait, there's Batman. Batman. There isn't a Mickey Mouse, Telltale game. Like, it's just like everything has got one of those games. Like, Minecraft has got one, and they're uh, they seem to be churning them out all the time now. And I mean, hey, if it works for them, why not? Like, it's more people making games is great, but
Well,
I'm kind of getting tired of them, and they're always on sale, so I never buy them off the bat, because they're always in a bundle. They're always in like this Guardians of the Galaxy thing will be half price, by the summer.
well, I still have the King's Quest one to finish, and every time I go through one of those episodes, it scratches an itch for me.
Yep. Yep.
And I love the content better. I love the King's Quest story. I love this.
Those games are so much, like, they're so much better though. Like, there's puzzles in that using your, it's those are great games.
Yeah.
I think I'm on episode 3 of that. Really got it. Now that you mentioned it, I got to get back and finish that. That King's Quest game is fantastic.
I'm on episode 3 as well, but like, I played through the first episode, and then I played through the first episode, and then I played through the first episode, and then I moved on to the second episode, and then I played through the second episode, and I played through the second episode, and then I played through the second episode. So it's like I'm like fucking, I'm King's Questing the fuck out of those games. So it's kind of like,
yes, I'm trying to get 100. I'm trying to get all the points too out of it.
Yeah.
So I'll go through it twice. Yeah.
I go through it the first time, you finish it, and then you see what you could have done better. So I play through it again, and of course I missed something, because there's something really fucking stupid about some of these items, or the order in which you do those items.
Yes.
I miss one or two things, but then I look it up online and I fucking see where I go wrong, and then I play through it again. And it's really interesting, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing as a Telltale game, because it leads you down a path that you already know, like, it's already predetermined. Like, you're not going to get you're really not going to get a different ending,
right?
Like, other than, like, in the second episode, some characters die if you do things wrong.
Spoilers.
But it doesn't really
was a little dark episode.
Yeah, it was pretty dark, but
I was like, because we played the first one with the kids, and then the second one was like, a little dark. I
yeah,
don't. This not really for the kids.
yeah, it was a little heartbreaking. It was
Yeah.
but just really well done. Like even that
Yes.
second episode when you have to play the piano or you have to adjust the
Oh yeah,
knobs
yeah.
to play the piano and you have to go to the other piano that has the notes and you just have to mark them. It's just like, oh, this is fucking great. Long, but you know what I mean? Like it's funny because I'll play through it the first time and it takes me like 7 hours to finish it, and then I'll play through it knowing what I have to do and it takes me like an hour and a half. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, yeah. You just fly through it.
Yeah,
It's like,
like
oh,
this. I grab this
all
and I
these
do this and
puzzles are in my
this.
head too. Like I
Yeah,
already
yeah.
know. Like, yep. Let's go, let's go.
And I do it for achievements, but not really achievements. But I do it for achievements.
Is there any 2 points achievement? No, there's
No,
no
no,
2 points
no, they do it right.
achievement.
You would have deleted the game already if that was too. Uh, moving on. What do we got?
Yep.
Rest in peace, Mad Cats.
Mad Cats.
Those
Now,
shitty controllers with
didn't
fans.
they get sold,
Did
or are
they?
they're dead? Is that?
Yeah, I read that they're halting production. Like
Oh boy.
their shit does not sell. There's like GameStop is closing 150 stores, and of those 150 stores, 150 of them were the only ones selling Mad Cat stuff.
Oh wow. That's bad. That's bad. They started getting into the fake guitar, uh, like the plastic guitar field, and then I thought they were doing really well with like fight sticks, but I don't. I guess that market
So
isn't as big as I thought it
if you
was.
look it up, there used to be a brand called Cytec,
Okay.
and
Yes.
that was
Yes.
Mad Cats, and then Mad Cats sold that to Logitech.
Yes. I do remember. Okay, so that's what I was thinking of. Yes.
So they
Cytec
didn't.
used to make flight sticks and stuff.
Yeah, they will. So yeah, Cytec now is owned by Logitech, and then Mad Cats had its other stuff. So they
Yikes.
were obviously in trouble, and when they because that happened last year sometime.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I it feels like it wasn't that
Oh
long
my
ago.
God, Mad Cats bought Cytec in 2007 for 30 million, and they sold it for 13 million.
That's that's a profit. That's a profit. I mean, you don't take into account inflation, so I mean that's definitely a profit. That's how inflation works, right?
They should have taken that 13 million and invested into Toronto housing, and they would have fucking saved their fucking market. Um, yeah. So sad, not sad. What do you think?
Um,
Who gives a shit?
I remember buying Mad Catz controllers that were shit on the Xbox, the original Xbox. So I'm not that um like I mean the company went out of business. People are losing their jobs. That's nothing to be happy about. But I can't. I mean, I bought a fight stick, I think, for the original Xbox that was a Mad Catz one, and that's the last Mad Catz product I ever owned. um, so, yeah.
I feel.
I
How long
honestly
has
thought they
Mad
were
Cat?
pretty.
How long has they been around? Because I feel like I bought a Mad Cat's Nintendo 64 controller.
Maybe?
I maybe it was them. It was just a shitty second controller. It was just, and I was like, this is garbage.
The ones that I bought, I had friends coming over because we were gonna hook up a bunch of Xboxes up to play Halo on multiple floors of the house. And I went and bought 3 Mad Catz controllers. And there was like latency in like when you press the button and when you pull the trigger, and I was like, these are the shittiest fucking things. So went to go bring them back, and they were all opened because I was like, well, the guys are gonna use these, so I opened them all up, and the store didn't take them back because they're like, well, they're opened. We'll take them back as used if you want. And I'm like, what? This is the worst. So yeah, that was kind of
Yeah.
like my start and end with Mad Cats.
Yeah.
And I've always bought like original or the manufacturer's peripherals from that point on.
I don't remember them
Like
being that much cheaper
they
lately.
weren't, but well, lately, no, yeah. Um, and like I said, I thought they were doing really well with like fight sticks and stuff like that. Like, and those things aren't cheap. Those are pretty expensive things. But I guess,
Well, same price as an Elite controller, so I guess it's.
hey now. Let's not. We talked about this. We're not gonna talk about this.
Oh, good times. All right. Well, yeah. Uh, I guess We're obviously in the same boat on that one because I was like, I read about it and I was like, oh well, shit happens. I was actually kind of surprised that
It's
they
like, wait,
were
they're still around?
they're still around. I don't even feel like I've seen their shit at GameStop anymore. So, or EB Games, whatever you want to call it. So, I'm not.
It's
I feel good. I'm in a way I'm happy that they're gone because it's kind of like I don't want someone to get ripped off. You know what I mean?
ouch. Yeah.
It's like that shit. A lot of that shit when they roll that stuff out into and then into sort of your playing ground. It's just kind of like get that poison out of my. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone. You're playing a game with your buddy and their fucking mic's not working. You're like, oh, did you try this? You try that? You try this? And it's like, wow, fuck. Every time I plug this into my Mad Catz controller, you're like,
All
oh,
right. You
fuck.
know
We just
what? Just stop
troubleshooted this for an
talking.
hour. Yeah.
Just mute yourself.
Yeah. Uh,
You're using that crap controller. Just delete your account.
yeah. Just pack up your Xbox, send it back.
So bad.
Uh, yeah. So, uh, I guess speaking of, I was Xbox. They rolled out their big fucking big update this week.
The big update. Yeah, yeah.
Officially rolled out. We can
Which we
stream.
talked about last week, kind of.
Yeah.
So yeah, they finally kind of sent it out.
You did some streaming on it on Monday.
I did. I did.
And
Um,
you still
I
have it.
like it. I think it's great. I think I'll use it more. Um, but and you know what they have to do is they have to have notifications like they do with the Twitch. So if your friend is streaming with Twitch and you go to your activity feed, it'll say like Gwildor's streaming Ghost Recon on Twitch. Like they need that kind of stuff, so it'll say Gwildor is streaming on Beam with sorry with Ghost Recon, that kind of stuff. I'm not sure that that's live yet.
Well, I didn't even know that existed. That's pretty.
Yeah,
That would actually be pretty. I mean, if
because
they do it on
you're
Twitch.
yeah, it's like your buddy's streaming. You're like, oh fuck, I'll just pop in and see what he's playing. Like, why not?
Well, if your login credentials are linked to Xbox, is that like because oftentimes I still stream from my PC, even my Xbox stuff. Like I haven't
Yeah,
tested out streaming from Beam from my Xbox, but or do I feel the need to actually do it? So it's not a huge thing for me, but uh is it gonna do that if I stream from different software? Like that would
oh,
be
that would be cool too. Yeah, absolutely.
because my login is linked to my Xbox, so
Yeah, so it
it should
should,
put
in
it.
theory, like know you're doing it. So why not?
That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Yeah. There's been so much more traffic on BM2. Like, uh, normally, like I would say Magnetron and some of the other streamers that I watch, we're normally hanging around 70 or 80 uh, people watching, and now they're hitting 130, 140, like
Wow.
they're getting big numbers. So it's kind of like, well, big numbers on Beam, anyways. This pennies on Twitch for the people that are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But it's I've seen a lot of I'm on Xbox, I'm on Xbox. This is great. How do I do this? How do I do that? And everyone's like,
That's cool.
you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's great that people are checking it out and seeing it.
I checked out the viewing app. I actually watched
Yep.
a couple streams from the app. It's the interface is a little bit slow for me, but I you know I did what a
All the
couple
functionalities there that you'd want, right?
yeah, some cool tricks in terms of using your mobile phone. Like I've watched I watched a stream on Beam. I watch stream on Beam, and then I open up the app and I do the chatting from the app.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So if you go into the if you download the Beam app for your mobile phone and you turn off the video and you just do the chat, you get no latency in the chat, and then you watch. So I can chat on my phone and I can watch the stream up on my screen.
Oh, right. And then you don't have to use the half the screen with the chat.
That's right.
Right.
Or
That's really cool.
Or type with your with your controller.
Yes.
Uh,
I got a chat pad though.
Yeah. You do have a chat pad, you son of a bitch. But in the same aspect, if I don't download the mobile phone, I can just load the Xbox app and just use it as how we do the controller thing where we type from it, and that works just as well too. So it, but you still have to pop chat out in and out every time you want to chat.
Right.
So not as cool, but so many different ways to do it. So it's kind of neat that it's there now, so you can watch it on in different places. Like if it was not for us because our Xboxes are beside our PCs, so it's kind of like but if my Xbox was upstairs, or if someone's using the computer and I want to watch Beam on the Xbox, then the options are there. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and I love the new I love the new overlay, just having it. Although it's kind of it took me a little while to figure out how to. Every time they roll out a GUI change like this, there's always something that's sort of difficult to figure out, because it's just, where did you put this now that it's not there? Like I would just hit the home button, go and close the app. Now it's kind of like overlay, move over to the game.
The same thing. Yeah, I think it's because like I've always like. It's like our Windows heritage of like, you got to close the app. You got to close the app. So like when I'm done with something, I want to shut it down. And in the old version, you could do it really quickly, right? Like you just hit the guide button, start, and then quit. And now it's like hit the guide button, go right, then down to, or something like that. Yeah, it's like, fuck, come on, man, make it.
Yeah, that'll be the biggest fault.
But yeah. I think that's kind of the biggest thing, and that's only a big thing when I want to quit out of Elite Dangerous quickly before my ship blows up.
That's why it's there. That's why they did it.
Totally. Oh man.
And the news. Oh my God, I feel like this is ongoing. Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. So
back to World War II.
Back to World War II. Now it's rumored, but the rumors seem pretty legit, with some promotional materials and stuff like that, where it just says Call of Duty WW2, which I don't know if that's going to be the name of the game, Call of Duty World War II, but it might be. And I mean, the last time they did a World War II game, you could argue some players of the new systems now had never even played those games.
Yeah.
You know, you could argue that the first Call of Duty game some people have played was like Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2, and they've never done any of the older games. So, uh, you know, might be a fresh start. I mean, I still think it's amazing how well Battlefield is doing with going back to World War One. You know, I think a lot of people thought, well, that's dumb. That'll never work. And yet, you know, I'm really enjoying Battlefield. Like it feels really good, and very much Battlefield. You know, it's like craziness is happening. Planes are falling out of the sky. Horses are jumping over things. Like it's madness. Um, so it kind of keeps that Battlefield feel, and you know, so maybe it's a big thing, but then on the flip side of that is if the audience is too used to being able to, you know, do these crazy jumps and you have all these like amazing weapons with red dots and all this stuff, and you know, you're gonna go back to having a Thompson and you know, like a bolt action rifle. Like it's not. It's so I don't know. I don't know if that audience wants to go back. You know. So
Uh, I don't know if it matters in many ways, because I feel like the people that are loyal to the brand will just move with it.
they're just gonna get it anyways, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that kind of that's cool because you're still gonna have a huge audience,
Yeah.
but Call of Duty, you like what Infinite Ward used to do really well was there'd be like there'd be a real solid attachment. Like when you played Call of Duty 2 and you invaded Carentan, like it was like legit. Like you know what I mean? Like it felt like you were part of that history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like as they've gone to Infinite War and into the future and they've gone away from that stuff, that attachment doesn't mean anything anymore. It's like I don't fucking care. Like I'm jumping around like a double jumping and jetpacking this and fucking blowing out windows and we lose gravity and it's like there's no like what the fuck. Like I don't. I'm running along walls now and doing loops and fucking. It's become a total. I
It's
mean,
like a Titanfall almost, right?
yeah. So it. I mean, there's so many of those. So
Yeah.
if you bring it back to a more realistic type of game, I just feel like you're gonna get everybody that'll want to play that. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm not the marketing genius behind these games, but I just feel like for me, if you want, when I saw it, my first thought was, I'd fucking try that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like
I
Infinite
agree.
Ward, like Infinite Warfare. I was just like, yep, whatever.
Yep.
And
You're in space. That's
honestly,
great.
remember, I
Super
think
cool, but
was it at E3 when they did the trailer when we were like, what the fuck is this? And they were flying through space and they were jumping
that's
off
right.
things,
And then it
and
finally
we were
was
like,
like
we're
Call of
all
Duty, like
this
Call
looks
of
really
Duty.
good. This looks really good, and I'm like, I really like this. This looks that's fuck. What is this game? What is this fucking game? Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare. I'm out.
No, I'm
I
not.
was just like, you had me with it. You had me with this fucking trailer, and then I said Call of Duty. But you know, if they go back to World War II, then I'd be like, oh, I'd kind of want to try that. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
feel like going back to World War II, for me, it feels like it would be a good opportunity to get rid of all the extra gimmicks that they added on. Um, uh, like, you know, the kill streaks and stuff. I'm talking more about multiplayer than single player.
yeah,
But you know, just my, uh, but like I think that's where Call of Duty kind of lost me, was like there's just so many like kill streak this and it's just like all this like extra crap that they put on. I was like, I you know, because it got to a point where it was like, well, only the really good players got all the cool shit that to happen, right? And then, you know, things like dogs released on maps and chasing down people, or the helicopter flying above that would just fucking gun you down. And it's like, well, I can't compete against that, and I'm never going to be good enough to get my kill streak that high. I'm like, I just kind of like fell off. Like, I don't want to play this anymore.
Don't sell yourself short. You're the one that fucking gets all the goddamn kills. You're the one with all the fucking streaks. Mr. fucking 22 and fucking 10 or 22 and 4 and fucking I'm not that good.
So I'm just like, look, I'm speaking for the everyman.
That's why you brought me in. You just didn't want to. You just
I need you to revive me to keep my KDR up.
It works. It works perfect for me because I love to fucking heal, and then you do. I could never kill someone who has full health, but if you go into a battle with someone, you mow them down, and they kill you, then there's only 25% left, and I get that extra 25%. So it's just kind of like it's a 1-2 punch,
you get a kill and the revive out of it. You're like, I'm all right. That's not bad.
Look at me, all 9 and 7. Like I got a positive
Double up
KDR.
them points.
Yeah. Ben got 10 revives. This is fucking legit as shit. You wouldn't even know. You didn't even die 10 times.
No idea. No idea.
So, you know, we were playing that match last night that that one map that really felt like Carentan, when you were trying to like you were out in the open,
yes,
and you're
in
invading
the fields and stuff. Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
love that.
That was
Like
they need more. They need more of those city maps. There's that one map in like the base game where it's like the city with the bridges. I really like that map. Like I want more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or maybe smaller buildings, but have them be way more destructible.
I love that.
I'm asking for the world. I don't care. I still want it.
Just do it. Just do it. I'll buy your fucking premium
Just
pass.
give it to me. Give it to me.
You have the premium pass. You can make the demands. I could sit back and go, guys, I'd buy your premium pass if. I'll just keep saying it as long as they fuck. I'll buy your premium pass if.
If only you guys added rockets.
Do you feel like? Do you feel like that? Not to go back to Battlefield, but do you feel like that first pack came out, they waited too long?
Yes, you goddamn right I do. And it came out at the worst time. Like there's so many other games out. You know, it's like DLC release dates are always a weird thing. Like if it's too close to the release of the game, people think you cut it out of the final product to sell it to you, right? And if it's too far behind, people have moved on, except for the super diehards, right?
Yeah.
Like I always find it so weird. It's like, 3 months later, you're releasing like a story mission or something, and you're like, who gives a fuck about this story 3 months later? Like, like it doesn't. I'm not gonna go back to the game. I already finished the game, Fallout did that, where it was like, it wasn't that bad, but I want to say it was like a month or two after the game had come out. They were like, okay, first DLC is out. Like, I'm done with Fallout, man. Like, that was 400 hours. I'm not going back. Like, I'm not going back for like your 2-hour story mission. Like, no, I'm out. I'm done.
Yeah.
But had that been, closer to my fever pitch of Fallout, I would have fucking scooped it up immediately, right? Yeah, I don't know. But again, you get into that thing of like, well, was this ready a long time ago and you held it back just to sell it to me? Or so developers are damned if they do and damned if they don't. But I would prefer DLC closer to the original launch, because then everybody's still excited about your game, right? Like, it's not like back in the day when only 2 games came out every month. Now it's like 4 or 5 games come out every week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and like even in the early days of Call of Duty, because I put hundreds of hours into the original Call of Duty series, uh, we had um, we had like PC mods. Like we had the ability to
Yeah.
drop maps into the game ourselves, and fuck, we could play something new all the time. And I didn't want to play anything else. I didn't.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I'm burnt that I have to pay for it. I'm still burnt that I have to pay for these maps. And at the time they wait too long, or it's, like, I can already see the one map. Like, there was one map on the original that I hated, and there's one map on this new one that I hate. And it's like, if they keep, if you end
You're
up in
talking
that,
about Battlefield?
yeah,
Yes.
like there's one that I already hate, and then, I mean, there's only 4 maps. Like,
Yes,
so
exactly.
it's like,
Uh, uh,
so 25% of the maps I hate already. Like, so it's,
yeah. So that just means you're going to get bored of the pack faster.
yeah,
Also, I I know why they did this, but like I wish you could play all the maps all together, not just the new maps. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
I want to be able to play the old maps with the new maps sprinkled in. Like I don't want to just play the new maps.
yes,
Because then it's like, well, I'm getting bored of these 4 maps. I want to go do that one with the blimp that's downed on the ground that
yeah.
you drive. I want to do that one again. It's like, oh well, you got to go to the other playlist to do. I was like, well, fuck, just
Well, and also,
I'm a premium member. I paid for this. Like,
yeah, yeah, I should get what I want. And I'll say that I don't think we've played them all on Conquest, but they're really shitty for Conquest. I didn't. The layouts are not great for Conquest. Like,
there's one of them that's just terrible for Conquest. It's not as bad as Suez Canal terrible, but
yeah, yeah.
pretty bad. Yeah.
Uh,
I find that a lot of games that I've been playing on the new maps, not to go back to Battlefield, but a lot of the games I've been playing have been very one-sided.
well,
And I'm not sure why. Like, I'm not sure if it's just like, well, new players are coming in and they don't know where to go or how to defend certain spots, or like the German side is always like the positioning that they have is always better. Like I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is, but like where it would be like fucking we're just getting mowed, like just destroyed. Like I think I lost one that was 1,000 to 400. I'm like, we didn't even get to halfway. Like, holy shit, dude! Like,
yeah.
what the fuck? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But even that one we played on was on Thursday or whatever, and it was just like the guy that was flying that plane.
He was just so good.
Do you know
He
what I
was
mean?
so good.
It
Yeah.
was it. I think it has a lot to do with the hardcore players buying it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's,
And look, the players that are really into the game are really good, and they're the ones that are buying the DLC.
yeah.
So,
So
you're gonna get in there with players that like know what they're doing.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, you gotta take the good and the bad with that. Although I did have a guy that drove the tank right into the fucking river like an idiot. God damn it.
Are we talking about Lotus again? Well, let's move on to that last piece of business.
Last piece of business.
Uh,
I'm
Xbox Scorpio news coming really shortly.
Yes, super shortly. Now again, this isn't. I don't want to say it's allegedly this Thursday, and allegedly at a major outlet will reveal, not a full reveal of the system, but will reveal the specs of the like proper specs of the new Scorpio system. And I gotta say, man, I'm kind of hyped.
Yeah, we've talked about the Scorpio a bunch, and I'm getting more excited for it. I thought after buying the S that I wasn't thinking I was going to invest in a Scorpio, but fuck, you know what? Like, I want another Xbox. Like,
I'm trading in the Wii U. I'm getting rid of that thing. I'm totally putting that towards a Scorpio. Kids don't care about that game, that system.
Meg would be devastated. I couldn't do it.
No, I'm not gonna get rid of that. But like this is the kind of stuff that always gets me excited every time there's a new system out. Like when the Switch got announced, and then they were like, okay, like these are kind of like, the reveal of the Switch. It's like it's just exciting. It's new hardware. It's kind of like, I don't know. It gets me all. I'm kind of all like pumped for it. Same thing with like when the PS4 Pro came out. It's kind of like, oh shit, what did they do? Like, what did they add? Like, how is this thing better? Like, I want to know all that stuff. Like, it seems exciting. So hopefully it doesn't look as bad as the PS4 Pro does, which just looks like a fat hamburger thing that's sliding off. I think it just looks dumb.
It's still selling a shit ton because PlayStation.
Absolutely, and I totally don't like the shape of the PS4.
Yeah.
Nope. Dumb. Still really like it though.
Stacey, this is
System's
your
really
console.
good. System's really good. Uncharted 4 is fucking awesome. Horizon Zero Dawn was a great game. I hate the box, but it's one of those stupid things where you're like,
games, right?
I love how people complain about the box, or like, oh, the thing looks like a giant brick and blah 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 blah. It's an old VCR. It's under your fucking TV and nobody ever stares at it. Like, who cares?
Yeah. I
It's
think
just something to complain about.
I think that when they moved to like black consoles, they play it safe, because it's like
just to hide it all, right? They're like,
Yeah.
well, you're never gonna see this anyways. It's gonna be like in a dark cabinet. It's like it's under your TV somewhere. Nobody's gonna look at this.
Those one.
And then of course you see those pictures of people. It's like it's right beside their TV. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess you would notice that. It looks really bad there.
What about when the Xbox One was first coming out, and they're like, it's got black gloss mixed with matte black. You're like, fuck off.
I was not happy about that at all. Like, wait, guys, just pick a fucking style here, man. What are you doing? It's like it's half glossy, half not glossy. Like, who doesn't want that? Glossy. No.
Exclamation gloss.
Yeah, like the one thing we learned from the PS3 was the fucking, black gloss collects dust like nobody, like just it doesn't matter whether you use it all the time or not. It's just fucking covered with dust. And so of course PS4, the Xbox One, the half of it is dusty, the other half isn't. Fuck this.
And the gloss has like fucking fingerprints.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Although they match the fingerprints on my TV, because every time my kids are, hey Dad, what's this? Hit that. Hit this button here, Dad. Change into this character here. Fuck. It's a TV. All right, whatever.
I was using the Surface the other day, and I did the same thing. I was like, I went to point something, and I was just like, but it went go from here and then go like that, and I just kind of swiped in it like fucking. I was watching it. It reversed a change or something. I was like, no. I was like, fuck. Goddamn touchscreen. I love the Surface.
Idiot.
Just don't fucking touch the screen. So do you think they're gonna show? The other speculation is they're going to show Forza 7.
I hope so. I will say, like, driving games are probably the best way to show off a console. They usually end up looking, because it's something that you can approximate with your mind, like saying, here's a car. This is how good we've made this car look. And you can look at it and be like, that looks like fucking real. As opposed to making something like, some sort of spaceship thing flying through space. You're like, I guess that looks, I mean, I don't own a spaceship, so I don't know.
There's a lot of black space in here.
Yeah, like, I guess. So, I mean, yeah, I would be super pumped. Now, they also said there's speculation that Red Dead 2 will be shown as well.
What?
Yes. which would be that would be kind of a fucking huge get if that's the case. I don't think that's the case, but if it is, like, holy shit, that's massive.
I'm,
That is like seriously fucking massive. So yeah, yeah.
do you find it
As
weird?
a
Do you find it weird that this stuff is coming out? Uh, like there's more information coming out recently. Like they're just like they don't give a fuck. Like this stuff is not being held back for E3, even though E3 is like a little
yeah,
over six.
I don't know. Like, yeah, it's April, May, June. Well, it's 2 months away. Uh, but yeah, like I don't know. I mean, it seems like they're confident that the system is good. Um, and it seems like people that are using it are like, I'm sure there's definitely developers developing for it, right?
Yeah,
And it seemed like they must be getting positive feedback because I mean, they're not like they're not shy about like the capabilities of it. So I mean, I don't know, that to me that's a good sign. Yeah, hopefully this is something that that's a real winner.
but do you see this as a um like because E3 you have to be part of that fucking uh
Yes.
like are they trying to kill E3? Like does it feel like you know what I mean? Because I feel like more developers are stepping away from it. More like you know what I mean. Like E3 seems sort of like the you know it's going open now. It seems like E3 is dying in some sense or like it just
Yeah, it does seem like if people are moving away from it. Also because, you know, uh, I don't think publishers need E3 as much as they used to. Where, like, companies are hiring professional bloggers to write about their games. Like, they don't need E3 to kind of like,
trade shows are just
yeah, like they don't need the trade shows. They can talk to their customers directly through YouTube, through Twitch channels. Like, how many games um, developers have like their own Twitch channel that they're constantly like, Forza is like they do stuff almost daily of like, racing stuff or things like that. Like, there's ID at Xbox does their own show. Like, there's a ton of stuff that just gets shown all the time. And if they do it as opposed to letting IGN do it, they can control the messaging, right?
yeah
So I mean, like, look at Nintendo. Nintendo's doing their Treehouse stuff, and it's like everybody eats it up. Like, it's great.
yeah.
And again, like, they're controlling what they're showing, what they're saying. Like, it's perfect. They don't have to worry about like some guy, trying to goof up the demo, just to get a couple chuckles. They can just show it exactly what they want to show, and tell you to pre-order the game at the end of it. So like, and because E3 used to be that big thing where it was like, we would all sit there and watch it on G4 or whatever, trying to get as much information in as like you got your internet browser open, just so that you can see like all the new updates that you're getting, that people are posting articles and videos and kind of stuff. And they don't really need that stuff now. They have other trade shows too. Like, I think PAX is
GTC, yeah.
is huge, and there's other like really big open trade shows that they can do. Now, I think they need E3 for the business stuff more than they need it for exposure, and so maybe that's why it's still a big thing. But yeah, like, I mean, Rockstar hasn't been in E3 in years. I don't think that they've ever been at E3. Uh, and they have the biggest game ever. So I don't know. And it seems like every year there's another kind of larger developer slash publisher that's like, yeah, we're gonna get a smaller booth. We're gonna get a, we don't need a booth. We're gonna do our own thing off campus, or
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So, yeah, I mean, look at EA doing their like EA Play stuff. Like, that seems like they're getting ready to just jump ship and say, like, we don't need to have booths and stuff at E3. We can just rent out an arena, 4 blocks away or whatever, and just do our thing there and have, because like, if the reporters are still there, the journalists are still there, they can just come over and see our shit there. Like, what's the difference?
Does it seem kind of scummy though? Like it just
I
it
I
there's
guess,
something
yeah.
about it that just seems wrong to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Xbox
It's
is not
almost
gonna.
as if, yeah.
We're gonna do ours the day before. Ah, you son of a bitch! Like now I can't. Now I gotta take what? I gotta sit down Thursday and Friday and Saturday. Like I just want to.
I'm really bitter, like, because we do our thing over here where we watch E3 and we watch all the press conferences, and now it's like, well, Microsoft's going to be on Sunday, so
Yeah.
like, do we just not do?
Oh
It's
no, we
like,
still do it. There's got fucking
we'll
Chris.
still do it, but then we got to do it again on Monday. Like, how's that work? Like, shit. We'll still do. We'll have to have Krispy Kremes on both days.
There we go. Can't. No, no.
Kyle, you still watching? You still listening?
You're in for some Krispy Kremes
Blink
both
twice
days.
if you
Blank,
think it's a good idea.
blank, blank. Krispy Kremes. Yay, nay. I avoid
I will
Krispy.
pay good money for those Krispy Kremes. Damn it.
The other day at work, there was a meeting, and they brought in Krispy Kreme donuts, and like they didn't really eat them, so I just fucking was putting them in a box to take them home. They're like, "Look at this fucking guy taking Krispy Kreme." I'm like,
Look at this dirt
"I have
bag.
kids, man. I have kids. Fuck off. I'm bringing some donuts home for my kids." That thought of, look at this fatty fucking taking
Look at
fucking
this.
leftover donuts home.
Yeah. When I first started working, I had this one account supervisor that I used to work with, who, we were getting paid shit, and sure enough, uh, like after every, like, the big meetings, he would be collecting all the sandwiches and stuff, and it's like, yeah, take this home, let's save this for dinner. So, a couple donuts, put it in a box, taking it home. That's not bad. That's nothing.
I got I got Chicago 0 and St. Louis 1. Why do you keep going the Cubs?
He's a hater, straight up hater. I'm bringing up. You know what? I'm bringing the Cubs hat back. I don't care.
If you would have worn it, do you think they would the results would
Oh
have been different?
shit! No, no, no! I'm not one of those people. It's like whenever we watch the Leaf games on at my place, they always win, right? No, wait, they always lose.
Yeah, yeah,
Shit.
that's right. They always fucking lose when we watch. Even when we go to the games, I think. Did they
Yeah,
lose?
they've never won. We when we watch them, they never win.
So
So stop watching.
that I guess that sort of introduces the what are we gonna play next week? Like, are we gonna play some NHL on stream? Because
Yes, actually, speaking of NHL, because we got EA Access got NHL in the vault, so I think I'll be playing that. Yeah, I would definitely play that. What are we gonna do? It same team against? Should we do like a season or something, or what do we want to do?
yeah, I think we should.
I think that'd be fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Would it
okay.
be would it be fun, or would we just be?
Well, I mean, it might be fun to watch us both fucking yell and scream at the fucking TV, but yeah, I mean,
We can try this multi-stream thing where we fucking.
Oh my God, it would just be two angry men. Oh, who wouldn't watch that?
I will. I'll spend the week playing with After Effects and see if I can just do a salty, where salt just sprinkles down, like just shakers
Oh
right at the top.
man, yes.
It's just like a this doing it across the top of the screen
Just across the
of the
top.
camera. Salty, salty, salt.
Salty, salty, salty.
I really got to play with that new interactive stuff because I've seen
I'm
some.
curious to see how that works on the Xbox. Like if I press a audio cue on the website, does the streamer playing on the Xbox hear it as well?
Should
Like if he's got fart
yeah.
noises, it should, right?
What does it get?
Oh yeah, baby. It's been confirmed.
Yeah.
This shit gets recorded, so we've got it down. Krispy Kreme 2 days of E3. Yes.
But will he use the question mark as a?
I don't know about the question mark. Yes, but yes, that's absolutely what we're
You
doing.
said twice, so we're doing it.
Yeah,
We have many games that we can play as multiplayer platformers.
yes. I do want to. I had some games that I'm going to be picking up that we'll play multiplayer. I would love to try playing Lovers in a Dangerous Time, Space Time,
Yes.
multiplayer with a bunch of people. That might be really fun. Or it might be really hard and really frustrating. Like like I said, I don't know if it scales based on how many players are in the room. I think it does.
So I
And
played
so
with
if we played with
Megan.
four,
I played it with
yeah.
Megan, and we got to the boss, and then after that, it was.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. Like a champ.
We're going Krispy Kremes 2 days in a row.
Perfect. I'll warn Stacy. The
I'll,
kids are gonna eat those things too. They're gonna have a field day. Man alive.
Oh, long day. Video games, Krispy Kremes. I gotta go to bed. So yeah, maybe this week we can play some NHL because
I think that would be a fun day. Yeah, so we'll either do that Tuesday or Thursday. Are
yeah,
those the days?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that'll be good.
But we said something earlier that we wanted to play as well.
What did we say?
I forget.
Well, Ghost Recon, you mean?
Yeah. No, was it Ghost Recon? We have more Battlefield.
We will play more Battlefield. Yeah, you're right. We will play more Battlefield.
Yeah, I don't have a kid this week, so
We could end this early and still get a couple of Battlefields in tonight. I'm just saying.
Look at that tag.
Whew, yeah, it's just whew. Yeah, I think I'm gonna finish. I think I'm gonna finish Mass Effect. I feel like I'm really close to the end. One of my levels, there's different things you can level up. In one of my levels, I think I've hit the max because the amount of points I need for the next level is in the negatives now. It's like negative 1,000 something. I'm like, that can't be right. so I think I've hit the max on that, and I feel like I'm pretty high leveled. So yeah, I think I'm gonna probably finish that tomorrow. And then I want to do. I still might set up a MAME thing to play some of the TurboGrafx games for Thursday. I'm just gonna fiddle with that, see how I can get that to work, and show the carts that I own, so I don't feel like a total.
I do own these. I do
own these, and I do own the system.
Purposes.
So please don't don't
never
send the cops to break my doors down. And
I've never tried TurboGrafx 16 on MAME, on like a emulation.
And I have a really old MAME player, and it had like Splatterhouse, and I was just kind of fiddling with it. I was like, this works. Okay, all right, I could totally do this. But it was the game. I think the game I had was the ROM I had was for the arcade and not for the console. So that's why I'm like, I want to look and see if I can find the console emulator and not the arcade emulator, because it's like, well, that's not great. That's actually wrong. So yeah, I kind of want to cover myself before I do it. Um, because yeah, I don't have the equipment to stream the console because it's got a whatchamacallit, it's just as a coax out as it's as the video and audio out. So you know, you can't do much with that.
Yeah.
Um,
That's,
and then I have a bunch of adventure games I want to play, but I don't know if those aren't really fun to watch somebody play. I think, especially if you're trying to figure out what you're doing and you're bumbling around. I don't know if that's actually fun.
I don't know. I think those are good in a big audience because people kind
Is
of
it
come
a
in.
lot more input in
Yeah.
on it? Yeah.
Um, Actually, I was gonna say about Batman. The Batman Telltale game had that party play, right?
Yes.
S-
Yeah.
but I didn't really like the Batman story, so it was kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
if
I want to say TTG did it that way. He played through it with the audience participation thing. That's a really cool idea. I like that.
yeah,
Um,
I would like to see more stuff like that. Like, um, a lot of people playing Jackbox games on stream,
yes.
and
Yes.
I we got Quiplash in that humble bundle, that streamers humble bundle, and I
Oh,
love Quiplash. It's it's
yes.
it's kind of a, and not only that, but when you play through the browser, like everyone
It just
plays.
gives you like a number that you can go and you can play the game with them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very cool.
yeah. So with a good audience, you can Quiplash can be really fun because people vote for answers. Like people, like even if I'm not playing, I can vote for answers on stuff,
Right.
and then those players get points. So it's like you can really involve a good audience in it. So I'm hoping a lot more games like that, like adventure games, like bring that stuff up. I'd love to play
Yeah.
like party adventure mode of Space Quest One or something because that would be
Oh
fun.
shit, yeah.
And where everyone types in like no options, everyone has to type Heroes
Oh
Quest,
no. They have to
Quest for
type in
Glory. Everyone's typing
yes.
shit. That'd be
Hitting
great.
up the parser.
Yeah. Or even you know what was cool was fuck, what was that name? Jam. Why can't I remember the name of it? The the disc based game I was playing, Disc Jam.
Disc jam.
It was like, you remember me playing that? It was like a Tron sort of tennis
Hmm.
sort of thing. So they implemented a beam feature. So when I play, you can type exclamation red or exclamation blue in chat, and you're betting, and you get gemolians,
Oh
right?
fuck, that's
So
awesome.
you can wager your coins on, like, I could watch a stream of people playing Disc Jam and wager on games,
Yes.
and then when I get the money in, I can go and buy like uh I can buy skins for my characters and stuff with those coins that I
Oh
win
wow,
for.
really?
Yeah,
So that's all linked to your game as well? Holy
yeah,
shit, that's kind of awesome.
that is super awesome. So like that stuff needs to be implemented more, like, because that stuff is huge in sports games. Like, you know what I mean? Like, can you
Oh yeah,
imagine
yeah.
fucking NHL, EA
Yes.
in putting
I'd
that
put
on
all my money
stream?
on the Leafs every time.
Yeah. Uh, you'd be like, we'd
Because I
start a
don't
game
like money.
every time we'd start a game. Would vote. I'd put my money on the opposite team. We're playing this game. Fucking the computer's totally gonna
Okay,
kill us.
then the PC is gonna win. Oh shit.
Alrighty, well, let's wrap that up. Uh,
All right, man.
uh excuse me. Oh,
Fucking Lotus showed up.
Lotus just showed up. Fucking harnessing my inner Lotus. I ran a 10K today. Just fucking getting ready for Ottawa in May, and just speed's coming along, but it's knocking me out. Some fucking stupid exercise. Uh, anyways, As always, we do this live every Sunday, 9:30 to whenever we decide it's bedtime or more Battlefield. You can follow us on beam.pro/Gwildor, GWILD0R, or on Zorbzy, beam.pro/Zorbzy, ZORBSIE. As always, you can follow us on Twitter as well. We talk shit all the time under the same names. So feel free to drop by, and thanks for dropping by and checking us out. We'll see you guys later. Episode 10 in the wraps. Whip, whip.
Boop, boop, boop.